Today is the day. I decided to try a 48-hour social media detox. My goal was simple. I wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to reclaim some mental space. My phone felt like an extension of my hand. I reached for it constantly, without thinking. This experiment was about noticing that habit, about creating a small pause. I woke up this morning and my hand searched for my phone. Pure muscle memory. I wanted to check my notifications, my messages, my feeds. The urge was immediate. But I had made a promise. No Instagram, no Twitter, no Facebook, no TikTok for 48 hours. I put the phone face down and walked away. Relief, then a pang of anxiety. I focused on coffee, on steam, on breath. Each minute without checking felt like a small victory. By midday, the novelty had worn off. A profound sense of boredom set in. My mind kept wandering. It wanted a quick hit of stimulation. Social media fills tiny gaps with endless new content. Without it, those gaps felt huge. I kept reaching for a phone that wasn't there. Then the phantom vibration started. I was sure it buzzed. My hand met empty fabric. The phone was in the other room. My brain was conditioned to expect a notification. It was literally creating the sensation. Cue, action, reward. Tiny automatic loops running without my permission. I noticed so many small automatic escapes from unstructured time. The phone had become a crutch. Recognizing the design behind it felt empowering. I was kinder to myself navigating withdrawal. As evening approached, my thoughts were still racing, but differently. I could feel the pull of dopamine. One glance would deliver a tiny hit. That's the science of the urge, a reward system that says, "This feels good, do it again." Every like, every comment, every new post, unpredictable, more addictive. Anticipation showed up in my body, heart rate up, fidgety energy. A low hum of anxiety, waiting for the next signal. To counter it, I moved slowly. One mindful step at a time. I walked without my phone, focusing on air, leaves, distant dinner smells. The world sharpened. Patterns on a leaf, the sunset's color, birds settling. My inner monologue quieted. I charged my phone in the kitchen and read by lamplight. Falling asleep was easy. Waking up on the second day felt different. The automatic reach was still there, but weaker, easier to let pass. The first thing I noticed was the quiet, outside and inside my head. The usual rush, what did I miss, who posted, what's trending, was absent. My mind felt spacious. Sitting with coffee in silence felt luxurious. 10-15 minutes reclaimed from scrolling opened up my morning. I jotted down what mattered. No tug in a dozen directions. I stayed with a single task longer. The quick switch temptation was gone. Work shifted from frantic to steady. Less context switching, more deep focus. By mid-morning, I finished a task I'd been avoiding. A lasting, earned reward. The physical changes became more apparent as the second day unfolded. The edge in my body dissipated. My breathing slowed and deepened. The restless energy was gone, replaced by feeling grounded and present. My system finally got the message it could stand down. Patience grew. Waiting stopped being irritating or a cue to scroll. With friends, I was more present, more eye contact, better listening. Without the feed, I stopped measuring my life against highlight reels. The low-level anxiety vanished. My mind felt calmer and clearer. With fewer inputs, ideas surfaced. A stuck project suddenly clicked. Boredom turned into fertile ground for thoughts to grow. Reflecting on the 48 hours, the biggest lesson was awareness. My phone use was reflexive. Dozens, maybe hundreds of times a day. The detox was a mirror, showing the behavior in stark detail. Anticipation of a like or message conditioned me to check constantly. Breaking the loop for 2 days lessened its power and gave me control. Body and mind were wired into digital habits, then gradually unwired. Over 48 hours, breathing slowed, patience grew, the edge subsided. Mentally, less anxiety, less chatter, less comparison. Focus improved, small joys returned, sleep deepened, no blue light before bed, faster sleep and steadier daytime energy. This detox wasn't a cure-all, but it was an insightful pause to breathe, to think, to feel life with less digital noise. It showed me I have a choice. I can design a relationship that serves me. If you're considering it, I recommend it. It's simple, but powerful. Tips. First, make a plan and tell a friend for accountability. Second, make access harder. Log out. Delete apps temporarily. Reinstall later. Third, list alternatives. When bored, read a chapter. Walk, stretch, listen, journal. Fourth, expect discomfort. Urges, boredom, phantom vibrations. It's normal. Create a sanctuary. Charge your phone elsewhere. Use a traditional alarm. Afterward, reflect. What did you notice? What felt better? What will you change? I won't abandon social media, but I'll use it intentionally. No phones in the bedroom, scheduled checks. I won't be perfect, but I'm more aware, and that's a meaningful start.